Hi everyone, it's Danny. Already it is time for the July balcony tour. Alrighty, so for this video, when I have an orchid that I filmed in bloom, so you can see her blooms, I will add an annotation somewhere here that you can click along the video and watch that orchid in bloom. So right now, not all of them are in bloom, but I do have quite a few updates to give you on some of my orchids. Alrighty, do you remember the Catasetum type orchids? Look at this big boy, he is almost mature, if not completely mature. Now, the bad thing, well, it's not bad, but the most surprising thing with this dude is that he requires so much water. So she or he is potted in a mixture of 50% sphagnum moss and 50% bark. I watered this guy every 2 days with a good soak, I might add. And he still is thirsty. So Catasetum orchids are thirsty little creatures, but I love them. And this is the Millennium Magic that I received from Karina from Canada. He's looking quite well. He will not grow as big as the other one this season, I predict, but I think he will have a bigger pseudobulb than the one from last year, which is always encouraging. Really hope I get a bloom. This guy should be black. Alrighty, this is the Burrageara. She finished blooming. She's in her growing mode right now, has a little growth right there. She's doing just fine. And this is the Cattleya that I just purchased, growing. She does perfectly fine. By the way, this Cattleya, the peach sunrise, I don't remember, she developed a more powerful scent actually. It is still kind of mild, intermediate mild, let's say. It doesn't really fill up the balcony, but I do feel it standing close to it. And it is sweet floral, kind of like sweet lilies, if you can imagine that. I love it. Has beautiful flowers and develops a beautiful scent as well. So there you go. You never know with Cattleya orchids. Some of them are really fragrant. The tropical pointer growing nicely here, and in the back we have a Cattleya which is unnamed. She does not have a name, maturing a growth right here. Hope for a bloom. She blooms so nice and has a beautiful rose scent. Also back there we have the Maxillaria tinifolia, hoping for some blooms now that I give it brighter light. And of course the cool wall with my mounted orchids. They're doing fantastic. This guy or girl, Brassivola, she's a girl. She's growing some new growths. Also matured a growth there, so hoping for a flower spike. This is the growth she matured. Oops, where am I filming? This is the new growth and hopefully a flower spike. The Jungle Eyes Cattleya, she's growing new growths as well. Again, hoping for some blooms. The Tolumnias are doing great, but they're pretty young. And also the mounted Brassivolas that I have, I think are doing a bit better mounted like this. And funny thing, this is the Orangus citrata? No, Rhodostricta. I lost the other one. She's growing something right here. I do not know if this is a root or a flower spike. Judging by the placement, it looks like a flower spike, but it might be a root. I do not have much experience with Orangus orchids, unfortunately. I managed to have some bad luck with them. But this one is pulling through, looking better and better, and developing something here. To be fully honest, if this will focus, to be fully honest, judging by how shiny it is, I think it's a root. But the placement is really weird. Who knows? Maybe I'll have some blooms. Alrighty, for a section of the balcony, the Encyclia fragrance is growing 3 new growths. They're looking really nice, and I do hope I will get some blooms out of this one. She's supposed to be very fragrant. Never saw it in bloom though. The Encyclia Green Hornet, although this might be labeled as epidendrum in some cases, I don't know. He has some growths, one in the back there and another one in the back. Oh, the Stamfordianum, he's a good boy. He's growing a new shoot and also some new roots, so I'm happy. Encyclia prismatocarpa growing something there. The Bellina, who doesn't know the Bellina? Yeah, she's still in bloom and has another bud right there. The Tetraspis is growing some keikis. I reached to the conclusion these are keikis, I think. I wouldn't mind some flower spikes because I love the flowers, but I think they're keikis. Alrighty, the Habenaria is doing nicely. If I look in the center here, I think I spot something that does not look like a leaf. Maybe it's wishful thinking, I don't know. Maybe it's a flower spike. This one should actually bloom in the fall, but who knows, maybe I'm gonna get a bloom faster. I don't know. This is my first year growing this, and I'm really excited about it because she's doing quite well. And the Promenia, I always say Piffinia when I refer to this one. I don't know. She's growing. You saw her in a different video. This is the Coelogyne cristata, the seedling Coelogyne cristata, not doing too much actually. Oh, remember this tiny Oncidium? He's blooming again. He was such a nice show when I received it. He's producing a tinier flower spike this year, but hopefully the new growth will be bigger. Here we have the Masdevallia. I'm not fond of her, but you know, this is a unknown Paphiopedilum. And oh, the Coelogyne usitana. I'm not sure if she's doing too well. She really does not look good. Root-wise, she's kind of lacking, and there were some leaves falling, and I don't like the pseudobulb, and she's a seedling, and I'm always nervous with seedlings. I don't know what's going on. I don't like how she looks like, but I talked to Volker, and I told him that it really does not look pretty, and he said he will replace it for me for free. And yeah, we're gonna have the Coelogyne usitana in a better shape, hopefully with my next order. Alrighty, nothing much happening. Oh, do you remember the Maxillaria picta? I got this one from eBay from Catasetum 2 in Poland, if you're from Europe. I really like these orchids from her. They looked so good. They're doing so good. And I think this one has a little nubbin. I cannot film it, but you have to trust me. It has a little nubbin. And I really hope it's a flower spike because flowers come from the bottom of the pseudobulbs on this one. The Encyclia brassivolae, she matured 2 pseudobulbs and she's doing fine, tons of roots. And Cattleya leopoldi, this is a young Cattleya, but she started to grow a new shoot right there. So yay, fingers crossed again for some blooms. And of course the Disas looking fine right here. There we go. And the Psychopsis with its majestic everlasting bloom. If we look up, we can see the new Gongora Leucochila that I got. I managed to kill the other one with that media, but this one seems to be doing just fine, maturing these growths pretty fast, also growing a new growth right here. I repotted it already and she's already putting out roots. She's doing mighty well. And upstairs, some more Oncidium and Oncidium hybrids, and the Tolkien, Miltassia Tolkien. This is another Coelogyne maturing a growth. She's doing fine. Bartley Schwartz and another one right there. They're not doing so much because they're not in their blooming season. Another unknown Paphiopedilum. This guy is this guy's brother. There are 2 of them, so I separated them. They're doing really well. Oh, this is the yellow Oncidium, the sweet sugar Oncidium. This guy has a flower spike. I see it developing. I cannot show it to you, but it's there. And also, I think it has another one on this side. So, yay, I really like this guy. It's my first Oncidium ever, this particular dude. I mistreated it badly, and you can see the damages and its effects. Totally mistreated. He's a climber. I'm gonna get to him one day. But yeah, this is my very first ever Oncidium orchid, and I love him to bits, and I really didn't want to lose him. This particular individual, I don't know, I'm very attached to it. Okay, another Paphiopedilum there. I do have footage of this one in bloom. He has a humongous flower. It is a American hybrid. This is how it's called. And next to it, it's the Zygopedilum. I took your guys' advice and I placed it there where it barely has any light. So we'll see what happens. He's still shedding leaves. He's still not liking me. Roots are fine. Leaves are, I don't want to think about it. Okay, the Modi Paphiopedilum. I really hope I get some blooms this year. He has quite a few growths maturing. Leaves are looking fantastic. Really do like this orchid. Alrighty, let's get, oh, we have some more things here. This is the Sharry Baby Sweet Fragrance, maturing some pseudobulbs, and of course the Minimark. There we go. Oh, and this is a carnivorous plant doing its thing on the fungus nets. Okay, this is the Catlianthe Rojo. She was repotted in that maintenance video. She's doing okay. What else is interesting? Oh, this is my one and only Dendrobium phalaenopsis type. It's the only one who I like really because it has really dark flowers. I'm not a fan of these guys. I don't know why, but I do like this guy. I received it from my friend, and he seems to be doing quite nice for a change. And this is the Coelogyne. She is producing a new growth here, so I hope for some better growth. Another Paphiopedilum there. This is the Cattleya Monteelegante producing a new shoot right here, so I'm excited about this new shoot. She's doing just fine. The Oncidium or Oncidopsis, I don't remember. Nelly Isler. This guy is doing so great. He's growing so fast, and the bloom on this guy is really nice. It's quite jungly in a way, or at least this is how I'd see it. My particular one is not fragrant, although Rachel, aka Gardening from Duenza, says she had this particular one and it had a fragrance. Well, mine does not. Maybe the next blooms will have a fragrance. It really depends on environment. So who knows? We'll see. I'm happy with the guy. You've seen this one. This is the pink Oncidium. It does not have a name just yet. Oh, and this is the Sharry Baby Yellow Flash. I'll have to edit this tag. So the funny thing with this one, he was recently registered. It appeared on the RHS registry, and apparently it was declared in 2011. So this guy is now called Catherine Zoke, and yeah, we'll make another ID video for this guy when he blooms. He has 1, 2, 3 spikes developing. I divided this guy and I gave a division to my friend because she really wanted this guy. And yeah, it's okay. I can grow him into a nice specimen. He grows really fast. He blooms a lot, regularly, a lot of flower spikes. Everybody should have this particular hybrid of Oncidium orchids. Does not fuss because of low light, does not fuss necessarily because of mistreatment. Just remember to water him. Other than that, he's fine. Alrighty, you know this girl, she's always in bloom. Eliu's Cute Angel. Oh, I forgot to make a tag for this one. The blooms are fading, but the white Cattleya, I chose a name. Her name will be Princess Jackie, and I don't remember which of you guys suggested this name. I will make a tag, and in my future videos I'll tell you, because she's gonna be dedicated to my wonderful little lazy dove Jackie, which I love more than anything, and for her, I do not use any toxins in my balcony, and I shall never use it. Surprise, surprise, Nelly Isler, my one and only, the love of my life, is in bloom right now. Now, this girl tends to produce more colorful, let's say, blooms in low temperatures. As you can see, the petals have spotting on them. Each time this Nelly Isler bloomed in winter, she was perfectly solid red. And I will show you the video towards it, and I have quite nice pictures of it on orchidnature.com in the identification sheets. She's wonderful in wintertime. In warmer conditions, though, she has a tessellation on the petals, which can be nice. If you like this thing more than a solid red, then, you know, that's great. I prefer the solid red, but anyway, it's a good bloom. It is, and she smells wonderful of lemons. I'll give better care to you because I love you. Alrighty, this is the CG Robling from Rachel, growing there. You've seen him in a different video. That's a small, let's say, Phalaenopsis save. I mistreated her, and now I'm trying to make up for it. And you've seen this one, a Oncidium which is recovering, and this is the Encyclia Vitellina. I'm not sure if she has a virus or not. Tests came out negative, but the flowers have a color break, so I'm not sure what's going on. I don't touch her too much.